Welcome folks to Final Fantasy World Vision. Today we're gonna review Murmur and I'm gonna tell you whether or not she's worth leveling to 120, which I'm gonna do right now because I always forget. Shut up. Do it. There you go. Now, Murmur is a red mage with a sub-job black mage and a lancer, which befuddles me. But let's look at her stats. She has a meager 46 agility, which is extremely low, and it's gonna hamper your usage out of Murmur, which is a shame, really. She got quite average stats, not really anything significant, but her power lies here. Now, with nothing on, she has 25 reduction to slashing, 20 to piercing, 55 to striking, 25 to missile and 70 to magic. She's got 10 resistance to everything, 20 in lightning of course, and minus 10 to wind. She also has 50% resistance to petrify and 20% resistance to charm. She's also susceptible to blind, but that's okay, because chances are, who cares. So the skill sets is quite limited in the sense that she's got initial AP up, Mage's Protection, which raises magic attack resistance, which is why we have 70%, and she has magic attack up. She also has Deadly Mastery. If you want to deal more critical hits, you can use this one in place of the Mage Protection. I use Mage Protection because she has low HPs, so I prefer to keep her alive. But you can do that if you want to deal more critical hits. She has a Sonera Enervator because somewhere along this line, Stonega Enervator deals damage. Wait, this is Stonega. That's Stonera. Okay. Stonera Enhancement. There you are. Deals earth damage small to targets within range based on caster magic stat and lowers attack, magic, and agility for 3 turns. This is a good debuff. It's the same as a Trinity Break, so it's situational whether or not you are gonna use it or not. Stonega Enervator is her signature move. She's dealing earth damage medium to targets within range based on caster magic stat and lowers earth resistance. She's a typical black mage AoE, and she's got resistance break enhancement. To break the defense destroyer deals 2 hit damage to medium to target and lowers defense and spirit for 3 turns. And piercing. Piercing means that if you look at the skill here, it's a it attacks the second guy over there, so she will hit the guy in the front because she's piercing. So anything else? Sadly, she's got this Lancer sub-job, which is quite useless for a mage. I don't know why the developer decided to give her a Lancer sub-job. It's really bad. Mana Strike could be useful in reducing the target AP. That is an interesting choice, but that's the only good ability for the Lancer, because everything else is just scaling on attack. You don't want any of these things within your character. Now, you could potentially go for a crit build by getting Sharp Spear and the Deadly Mastery. That could be a very interesting build and giving her crit damage, but that's up to you. I do not do that. She got the max HP up and damage limit up in the EX board, and that's about it. That's about all there is to the unit. As for Esper, we're gonna give her the Cactuar Esper. I still have to level up Cactuar to 99, but for what we can get right now, we have magic up and magic attack up 3%. I mean, the whole shebang here. We also have some critical evasion and some critical hit rate. So in case we want to switch to a critical hit rate build, this is gonna help us. For vision cards, well, let's go to the far plane. I'm gonna show you. So let's go to events and do the same usual event. This one. Right, so no, not you. Number 14. Okay, we've got Maiden Astraea Sword. Wait, that's Demon Soul. We have Starlight Helena Sword, Astraea Aurora, which gives us nothing useful here, but it gives us 5 agility. I don't have any other a good magical sword aside from the Lohengrin, but Lohengrin is +0, so you should give her a Lohengrin +5 or a Terra Sword. Terra Sword is even better because it does Spirit Piercing Rate. Okay, I deconstructed a Terra Sword to make the Flame Tongue +5 for Lilith, but that's up to you. For accessories, I'm gonna give her the Soul of Tsamasa because of the magic boost. Every little bit helps. And the bells because I don't know, there's nothing else to put here, to be honest. Oh, I need to do some changes. Stupid me. I forgot to change the Esper. That's why. Alright. So, as for Esper, we got Cactuar. Vision card, we've got Trousseau. It's a good card for magic attack up. And for sub-vision cards, we've got the Cactuar sub-vision card because it gives us 6% agility up. We are pairing her with Queen with the Ramuh vision card, which gives us magic 50%, so that's a good increase. And we also have the Chocobo vision card from Mont, which boosts agility. So she has 76 agility total when we are when all is said and done. She's very slow. Let's go and see how she performs in the battlefield. What are you talking about, bro? There you go. Get some stuff. Just go. Okay, at this stage, enemies, I don't remember if they're vulnerable to magic. Probably they are. We're gonna see anyway. We're probably gonna base her worthiness on whether she acts fast and whether her kit is up to par. And we're gonna judge that, how that scales with the current meta. I'm gonna tell you right now, the only redeeming factor in her kit is the Defense Destroyer and the Stonega Enervator. That is a necessary ability because it allows her to... I mean... Okay, the first thing we want to do is to use Fast Cast on her. Alright, she's gonna hit some missiles. He will protect everyone, but like everyone. Sentinel, and just go over here. Alright. We need to heal her up. She starts in a very sad part of the map. On the unit, yes. We can start by killing this dude. Okay. Now, what can we do? We have Jamming Thrust if we want, and it deals the same damage as any Lancer, 4.3k of damage. Can we crit? Yes, but it did not kill the target, so... Okay, let's kill this dude. There you go. Now the Mind Flayers are gonna pop, but that's okay. We got the magical Liarte with us. Okay, Mont is tanking. Somehow everybody is focusing on Mont. Alright. Breakdown or what? Well, I could go for breakdown here. Or maybe just go for, I'd say Ember Light Vitality. Yeah. Now we need to go and take care of these two dudes. Yeah, you land some healing. Sure. She's gonna take care of the archer. As you can see, it's just shy of 1k for from Sarel. And she's very resistant, as you can see. She's not taking that much damage. What are you doing, bro? What is this? Poison? Is that a joke? We can remove poison if we want to. We have Esuna as a red mage. Let's see what we can do. We can one-shot this mage for 6k of damage. Let's see what else we can do. Stonega Nervator. We can do... Well, that's Little Lila, she's a magical tank. We can deal 4.5k of damage against against Stern Leonis. That could be an interesting proposition. We can also deal 1.9k of damage against Little Leland and destroy her resistances. And then we have very little else to do. So let's move you over here and do a jamming thrust on the mage. The beautiful thing is that you don't have to wait, because she has the jamming thrust, which is instant cast. Now she is not as strong as other units. Oh, I'm gonna take care of you. There's Omega. Oh, are you attacking? Oh, she's attacking. And she's dead, sadly. That was my bad, I didn't use the tank properly. But she deals decent damage. The problem is, like, you need to be very mindful of how you use her. Now we do not have a Phoenix down, that's the problem, so she's kinda screwed. I don't think we can raise anyone, can we? Nope, we cannot. So anyway, Purify, there you go. Ah, you can do it, yes. I should have gone for some Taunting Blade on the enemy. Regardless, the jamming thrust is the redeeming factor. Holy shit, you actually lost to us. You actually died. That is embarrassing, to be fair. I played like shit, guys. I played like shit. Alright, let's play this a little bit different, and let's redo this so you can probably see her in a better light, because this was quite embarrassing. This was quite embarrassing, to be honest. We see we can one-shot the mages, almost one-shot the fighters. Let's try something else. Let's go in here, because there are some enemies that she is strong against, or weak against in this case. So why am I going against enemies she is weak against? I don't know. Let's do this one. Let's go here. Let's go in here, and let's go. As you can see, the problem is keeping her alive against some enemies, because she has very low HPs, and yeah, I should probably give her like a hybrid armor. Oh, the only stage I didn't want to do, I managed to pick that up. So atomic flare on this dude. Now we need to, you know what? You need to do atomic flare on this dude. Yes, do it. Exactly. Now we need to go over here and do a constricted cleave on this thing. Excellent. Now she cannot do much here, because these guys are wind units. She can only do a jamming thrust for pitiful amounts of damage, because these guys are actually resistant to her. We can use Defense Destroyer. Yes. Defense down, Spirit down. And Learte can come in with some damage. Obviously he resists to poison. Look at the damage. She is not taking any damage, especially against striking. Yeah. Okay, you will protect everyone, so how about you do Immortal Spirit? Maybe I should have gone for Ember Light Vitality. Right, so let's drop a heal over here. Alright. Spirit Ward. Actually, let's go with Inherited Tyranny. Alright, let's kill this giant. She's got jamming trust on this guy, which is interesting. We could do that. Obviously these guys are resistant to damage type she is lobbing, which is a problem. Taunting Blade, yes. That's what I want to do. Alright, so you take care of this dude. Whatever you said. Okay, now let's take care of this dude. I'm gonna go... Okay, do whatever you want. Alright, now what can you do? We can jamming trust this fish, and he is still alive by very little, so if we crit, which is very likely, we can kill him. We can also go over here and do a Stonega. Can we do damage on this dude? This dude does absolutely nothing. Well, he's resistant 30%, so we need to add 30% to this number. Something along that line. We almost crit every time, so it is possible to make a crit based build. Regardless, you can see the damage, you can see what she is capable of, so I will let you imagine the outcome of this review. Although let me say that I love the character, and it saddens me to see her treated like that. Okay, let's just say that. See, everyone else is dependable, she cannot get the kills. But the jamming trust is very useful, and the other useful ability here is you cannot remove Doom from with esuna. I think you need a raise. But you can remove Poison, Frostbite, Blind, Sleep, Silence, Paralysis, Confusion, Petrify, Glide, Petrified, Toad, Immobilize, Disable, Berserk, and Stun. So that's a lot of stuff. We can also drop an AoE over there. And go auto, because at this point, sure. See, everybody is simply gonna take down the enemy before she does. Oh, there is someone else. I think my team is able to do that as soon as she moves again. And with 71 agility, she's not gonna do much. It's less than the two Dragoons I've reviewed. So, I mean, I guess against magic weak enemies we can use her. Otherwise, she is just tanky against magic. Now, here's the problem with the character itself. Now, aside from the fact that I do not have Terra Sword because I deconstructed it, which gave Spirit Piercing rate up, I don't think Spirit is the issue here. I think it's Magic Resistant Piercing, which she lacks, is the issue, and I've seen it on the newest characters, so that's the meta. But let's talk about the outcome of these two matches. Now, she felt a little bit, you know, average at best. Considering she's a super rare unit, I'm not surprised. The problem is the survivability, because even with the defensive stats, she still takes a lot of damage, and that is in line with the meta. And Jesus, I just noticed her waist is there's a big negative space here. Jesus Christ. But the problem is she won't be able to stay in the field for long, unless of course if you give her slashing resistance or whatever resistance is, she can probably perform very well. Actually, if you give her the rock golem Esper, she can become a bit tanky with like 50 defense probably, and around 50 resistance to everything. So that could be an interesting build to try out. Also, you can go for a crit based build because she seems to be geared towards that. But I mean, she has no good AoEs because this Tonega is a plus AoE sides, and in the current meta you have big AoEs going down. So if you ask me, is this character worth leveling to 120? I'd say no. It's not that she's not strong, it's the resources. Now, the Thrustmaster is nothing to write home about, it gives you just some wind attack with attack resistance up. So... she cost me 6 blossoms, I think. The 5 to level up, plus the 1 for the last ability. She cost me 700 XL cubes. And she cost me all the jobs resources here. Alchrist elements. You need to take that into account. It also cost me 300 branded tablets for the sword. And the red elemental crysts, whatever they're called, faint memories, sorry. So that's yeah, and the awakening materials. You have to. I had 1,000 of those, so keep that in mind when you're leveling up these characters, because I am going to account for all of these things. She's a I don't know. I have fun when I use her, but it's my personal opinion because I like these characters. But realistically speaking, if you have Livial, you should keep Livial. She has a big AoE heal, big AoE damage that ignores height. Actually, height is an advantage. And yeah, she's mega rare, and you don't have to rely on one single weapon, which is the Lohengrin. We could probably do 15% more damage. That's like 500 damage, 600 damage. More because we are lacking that. We have the Astraea sword and not the Lohengrin plus 5. Still, I don't know. If you're looking at things, I mean, she's not that far away from Livial in terms of stats. If you look at the HPs, Livial has less. She's more resistance, she's more tanky. The agility though, it's like 8 points away from Livial, which may not seem much, but it is. Because to reach CT 100, I don't know if this is added to the CT, but consider that she's gonna get there faster. So Livial is gonna inherently move faster than Murmur, and Livial also has a Thrustmaster that is a staff. If you are lacking a staff for some reason, there you go, you have one, although you can farm them nowadays. I don't think there's much else to say. I wouldn't invest in her if I were you. I would probably keep her to 99, not go all the way, but that's up to you. There are better units, and the resources are quite tight. I don't know, it was not underwhelming, but it was not overwhelming. You know what I'm saying? It's just there. Okay, I've leveled her up. She's just there. She's there. She does things. She has the potential to one-shot as a red mage. But then again, if you're going for a red mage, then you get a free red mage Silma, which is 10 times better. And yeah, she's the best red mage there is. So let's just say that Murmur is not in a good position. So yeah, my opinion is, it saddens me to say this, but she's not worth your resources. You should invest your resources into someone else, and that's about it. So if you disagree, I know probably you're right, but you've seen her in the field. You can level her up. I mean, this is not the Bible, by the way. You can do whatever the hell you want. It's your resources. I've already wasted them, so have fun with the character, and see you next time. Bye bye.